Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone, your favorite financial broker, and I'm here to talk to you about the top 10 reasons of why you should join Experior Financial Group. Number one, leadership. Experior has one of the best leaderships in the entire industry. We have agents and even our CEO who have been in the industry for 20, 30, 40 plus years. A wealth of knowledge just makes it easier for that new agent coming on board. Seamless training, seamless support. Which brings me to my next point. Point number two, training. Training, you're going to get a wealth of knowledge. It's not just watch a bunch of YouTube videos and figure it out on your own. No, with the training, the support that's given here at Experior, we're teaching our agents fundamental skills so you understand how to do the business effectively. We're also teaching you personal development along with the product knowledge that's needed. And this is done on a weekly basis. And in addition to that, you're actually have a trainer assigned to you where you actually go out on live appointments to gain that knowledge and that confidence you need to become a successful agent. So number three is our Tribrid model. The Tribrid was a name that was actually coined by Experior, and it's Experior's very unique model. And in the financial service industry, there's three main types of companies that make up the industry. You have your career captive agencies, you have your MGAs or your brokers, or even your IMOs, and you have your network marketing style of companies. What Experior Financial Group has done is they've taken the best out of all three of those and have left the bad, right? In any career captive agency, you're going to get strong training, strong support, strong branding, but then they lack in the product shelf. You're limited there. You're limited in the ownership. It takes years for you to get vested. In the brokerage field, the IMO or the MGA, right? You get a higher compensation. You are having multiple carriers to work with. Typically where they lack in the traditional MGA model, you actually have to start your own MGA if you want to have that agency, or you don't get the right type of training and support because they're typically looking for people who have been in the industry for a longer duration of time, the more experienced advisor. And then lastly is the network marketing style of company, that very easy turnkey training system. It makes it easier for an agent to make money, and there's multiple sources of income for you to earn. And they really give you that support to build your agency. But where they lack is a lot of them lack in their branding. When people hear their name, they run the other way. And the training will vary from agency to agency instead of being just one unified type of training. So what Experior has done is we've taken the best out of all three of those and left the bad, and which has caused us to be the fastest growing brokerage in Canada and the first to make that transition to the US. Number four, ownership. So with Experior, point number 12 in our ownership agreement clearly states that the parties hereby acknowledge and agree that all insurance and investment business placed pursuant to this agreement shall be owned by associate. So what this means is from day one, that first piece of business that you write, you now own that business. If you decided to leave Experior 10 years from now, 5 years from now, whatever, you actually will take all the business that you've placed through Experior and all that business will go with you. That's contractual ownership agreement. Number five is huge. This is our legacy program. We come into this business because we want to be able to have generational wealth and pass it off to our family. Well, with our legacy program, if you were to pass away, become disabled, or you just wanted to retire from the business, you actually can have a business that pays you out for a bare minimum of 10 years, 75% of your business for bare minimum of 10 years, up to infinity, up to lifetime, depending on the size of your business, which means that even if you were to pass after retirement, you get to pass this business off to the next generation and so on and so forth. That's generational wealth. That's what we're talking about, and that's what we get into this industry. Number six, our share program. You get shares in the company just for becoming an agency owner. Once you become an agency owner, you're actually having vested interest in the company, which is massive. And in addition to that, when you become a six-figure earner or above, you also receive shares to a maximum of 14,000 shares in the company. This is huge for a company of our size and the magnitude of where it's actually headed. Just think about being able to plug into a company, ground floor, that 10, 15, 30 years later grows into this massive billion-dollar company and you own shares in that company. That's exactly what is happening here at Experior Financial Group. Number seven, compensation. Our compensation is second to none, extremely lucrative. We have compensation that starts off extremely generous for our newer agents and especially our industry vets. Goes all the way up to 170% in the US, and in Canada up to 230%. This includes generational override, but it does include carrier bonuses, which can add an additional 20 to 30% in addition to that. So now number 8, the ability to build a business in Canada and in the US. Experior started in 2014 and has transitioned in 2021 to the US. We're the first Canadian-born brokerage to do that. And by doing that, it's given the opportunity for agents to have a business on both sides of the border. But the cool thing about it is you only need one license. You can literally be licensed in one province or one state and have an entire business across the country and across North America. And more recent, since bringing on our new CFO, Jeff Whiteside, who was a former CFO for eXp Realty, who had transitioned them back in 2018 from 400 million in sales to over 5 billion in 2023. And starting from 13,000 agents to over 89,000 and being in 2 countries to 22 countries in the time that he's been with them, has now joined forces with Experior to allow us to be in the same type of position so we can now go global. That's the benefit of being in that position. And guess what? By you being able to build a business on both sides of the border, you still get to develop that passive income with one carrier contract as well as having one license. It's amazing. Number 9, multiple carrier contracts. At the time of the recording of this video, we currently have 75 different contracts combined in Canada and in the US, giving our clients multiple options and solutions for their needs. Does it mean that you need to get contracted with all 75? Absolutely not. But the fact of the matter is when you have those options, it definitely makes it easier, giving your clients the best possible solutions. And now number 10, the ability to make money from producing, from building, or from both. This is huge because a lot of carriers don't give you that possibility. Some carriers on the more captive side only focus on the producing, and that's literally the only way you can make an income. Others, they have a strong emphasis on the building, very low compensation for the producers, where ultimately you can really only make money from building. Experior is given that opportunity where if you're a builder or if you're a producer, you can literally make the same type of compensation. It's an even playing field. That's unheard of in our industry. So the fact that you can make money and just as much on both sides is massive. So those are the top 10 reasons why you should join Experior Financial Group. And if you like this video, reach out to me. If you want more details, let's book a time and we'll be able to discuss everything that you need to get started with our firm. So if you like this video today, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe for more details.